Let's discuss something we haven't discussed here recently on this channel, the Russia-Ukraine war. One thing I want y'all to always remember it, don't forget it, our U.S. government fought over $600 to the United States citizens for months during the pandemic. Months. To help you out during the pandemic. But yet we're just blankly writing checks to Ukraine. Every time we turn around, we're sending them an aid package, we're sending them money, whatever, right? Guys, how many times did President Biden say, we're not sending F-16s, we're not sending tanks, we're not doing this, we're not doing that, but yet we turn around and do it, right? Russia repeatedly said, if you cross this line, if you send this, this, or this, it's going to be bad. Well, we've sent all this stuff, right? Or it's on its way. The only thing left is to put United States soldiers, our Army, Marines, everything in country over there. What's the right word? Kinetic war, right? Right now it's a proxy war. Don't get me wrong, I do firmly believe that we have special forces and CIA spooks already in country over there. But eventually this thing has got to go full-blown kinetic, right? With our troops over there. I think that's the right word. If it's not, please correct me. But guys, something's going on to be sending this much stuff over there protecting. People say it's because of this deal we made several years ago that we're protecting. They're not a NATO member. Why are we over there defending them, right? Some people say it's money. There's money. We're hiding money over there. Could be. I don't know. The issue I'm having with it is something's very strange with it. Russia is not retaliating towards NATO or the United States, which we all know NATO is the United States, but they're not retaliating against when you send this stuff over. Some people say, well, when you send the tanks over, they'll retaliate. They done sent the tanks, right? They done got stuff over there. F-16s, they're supposedly on their way over there, right? Drones, when they first went over, a lot of people got mad at me because I said drone is an offensive weapon. They were like, no, it's not, it's defensive. Well, what's been going on recently here, we're hearing about drone attacks inside Russia, right? Could it be NATO doing it? Could it be Ukraine doing it? Could it be people inside Russia launching their own drones against their building? Who knows, right? This war is very strange. We see no press coverage of it other than what they want us to see. We do not see reporters embedded with the troops. We do not get a daily really update. Like any other time in history something like this happened, it would be all over the news every day. It would be headlines, right? Especially with stuff blowing up in Russia. Think about that. You know, any other time in history, this would be full blown. We would hear about it every day. Something is very strange with this. A lot of people think that, you know, it's going to wind up into a nuclear war, that any minute Russia's going to push the button. I told you, I don't see a need for Russia to push the button right now. That doesn't mean some crazy person couldn't do it over there, right? Hell, any crazy person anywhere, if they had their hands on it, could do something, right? It's very strange the way things are right now. Our press, our country, everything is just way out of whack, right? We're not seeing stuff that we should be seeing, but we're seeing stuff they want us to see. We're just blindly sending money over there, right? Blindly. I mean, here you go. You can have this, you can have that, you can have this. Guys, eventually here Russia is going to respond to this. How are they going to respond, right? You keep hearing they're going to use a tactical nuke in Ukraine. Well, what did President Biden say? If Russia uses nuclear weapons or chemical weapons, that we would respond conventionally. He's done said that we would not use nukes for nukes over there. But what has Biden done? Everything he told us we weren't going to do, we've been doing it, right? So, I mean, something is very strange with this over there. Very strange. We all know war turns around the economy, right? You got a bad economy, go start a war, get your economy up. Well, it's not doing much right now for our economy, is it? Everything's getting more expensive. You also got to look at it like this. Think back to World War II, how long it took us to get involved in it, what led to us being involved in it, and be looking for that type of situation to happen again to get us, well, you know, right now, America, the patriotism in it is at an all-time low, right? All-time low. You got to think back. World War II, they were in the Depression, you know, they were starting to build back out of it, and then all of a sudden, Japan attacks, things like it. Guys, this stuff, I don't think it just happens. I think it's planned out. People get mad at me when I say, do you honestly think Russia and the United States is not talking right now? You know they got backdoor channels and they're talking. Because why else has Russia not responded, right? Russia knows if we hit this country or we hit that country, this is going to start a big deal, right? It's going to start a huge deal. Some people say Russia's waiting on China to invade Taiwan. Could that be it? Could be. You know, this thing eventually, if it's going to go pretty quick here, right? Because we do not set our pieces up, our chess pieces up like this unless we're going to play the game. We don't do it. I mean, we're sending more troops in the Asia area. We've got troops over there in Poland. I mean, something is coming. When is it coming? I don't know. I always figured that we would be in this war physically by the end of the year or 6 months into 2024. You know, I may be wrong on that. It may take longer. But it's very strange to me how Russia has not responded towards NATO or the United States for the stuff we're sending over after repeatedly saying, you send this is the issue. You do this, you're crossing this line. But yet we just keep doing it. You know, poke the bear, poke the bear, poke the bear. Guys, if this thing does go full blown, I don't think it'll go nuclear. I don't. I think it's going to turn into a long drawn out war, which is pretty much what the United States has done ever since Korea. It's turned it into a long drawn out war, right? Because money. This deal over there, I don't know. If y'all have some insight to it, what you think's going on over there, could you please comment? You know, I've heard everything from they're hiding money. It's, deals were put in place to get Zelensky in. What's your thoughts on this? I want to hear from you on this one. Do you think this thing is going to go full-blown war? And when do you think it's going to happen? Do you think it's going to be sooner or later? It's very strange times we live in. Like I said, any other time in history, what's going on over there would be headline news every day. Every day it would be headline news. Instead, you don't see much about it. You have to go to, alternative media to find out information on it. Let me know your thoughts on this. Keep your head on a swivel. Be aware of your surroundings at all times. Protect yourself and your family at all times. At that moment, you're the only person that can do it. Stay safe and keep prepping.